Oh, it's been a little while since I've done one of these. My name is Alex Does F1 Stuff, and today we are doing a double points finale video. Honestly, can't remember the last time I did one of these. Today is episode number 6, and we are going over the years 1975 to 1979. So 1975, the year in which Lauda won his first of 3 titles. 1976, the showdown between Hunt and Lauda. 1977, Lauda wins for a second time. 78, Andretti gets a championship. And then 1979, Jody Scheckter, the first and so far only South African to win a championship. Now, the whole idea of this series is quite simply taking each season between 1975 and 1979, running it through exactly as it would normally, adding up all the points as they go. However, the last round of the season, I will make double points, exactly like the 2014 season was, when Bernie Ecclestone thought it would be a good idea. Now, I have ran this this will be 30 seasons of Formula 1 after today's video, and so far the outcome of the season has only changed once because of this double points finale video. Check back the previous ones. I'll pop a little playlist in the corner to this. I think it was in the last one that it worked. Can't remember because it's been a while since I've done one of these. Another notable point is this video is probably going to be slightly longer than normal as the seasons are progressively getting longer. I've got my bits of paper ready with the results on and everything. So without further ado, let's not dilly-dally any longer. We will jump in to 1975 and have a look to see if a double points finale will affect Lauda's first championship. Jesus, I've been full of energy today. I don't know what's different. I love it. So we start with round number 1 in 1975 in Argentina. Fittipaldi comes away with the victory from Hunt in the Hesketh in second, from Carlos Reutemann in third place. Also to note, everyone that is in a nice bright colour will finish in the top 5 of the championship at the end of the season. It's just so we can nicely keep a track of everybody else, and then the people lower will be an alternating light grey and a dark grey. Forgot to mention that in the start. But we will head to round number 2 in Brazil after Fittipaldi's victory in Argentina, and it is Carlos Pace who comes away with the victory as my animation doesn't want to load. But we still have Fittipaldi leading as he claims second place with Jochen Mass in third. So Fittipaldi is on 15 points, Pace on 9, Hunt on 7 after scoring just 1, and Regazzoni in the Ferrari 4th. Okay, I think I've got my animations working now, just a little tweaking there. We head to South Africa, and Jody Scheckter gets a home victory from Carlos Reutemann and also De Pallier, but Fittipaldi is still leading the championship despite not scoring from Carlos Pace, with Reutemann in the Brabham in third, from Jody Scheckter in the Tyrrell in 4th place. Heading to round number 4 in Spain, and we have a 4th different winner in Jochen Mass from Jackie Ickx and Carlos Reutemann, but it is still Emerson Fittipaldi leading the way in his McLaren as he still fails to score, along with Carlos Pace as well. And heading to the jewel in the crown next, Monaco, round number 5, we see Niki Lauda come away with his first victory of the 1975 season. 5 different races, 5 different race winners. Fittipaldi picks up 6 points in second place with Carlos Pace in third. So Fittipaldi now leads 21 points, 5 points clear from Carlos Pace. Lauda does go on a little bit of a win streak here as he wins in Belgium, taking his total up to 23 and taking the lead of the championship as Fittipaldi fails to score. He then wins again in Sweden as well from Carlos Reutemann and Clay Regazzoni, taking his total to 32 points as he is 10 points clear from Carlos Reutemann. However, in the Netherlands, his 3 victory win streak does come to an end as James Hunt in the Hesketh comes away with the victory, but Niki Lauda is still second from Clay Regazzoni as well, stretching his lead in the championship to 13 points. However, in France, Niki Lauda comes away with yet another victory number 4 of the season from James Hunt in second and Jochen Mass in third place. Lauda's lead over Reutemann is now 22 points with just 5 races left to go. Great Britain this time round is won by Emerson Fittipaldi, his first victory since the opening round from Carlos Pace and Jody Scheckter, closing the gap to Lauda now to 14 points as he fails to score. Germany at the Nürburgring, not Hockenheim, Nürburgring is won by Carlos Reutemann from Jacques Lafitte with Niki Lauda in third, stretching that 14-point lead to 17 points. Now, how can home hero Niki Lauda fare at his Austrian Grand Prix? Not the first Austrian Grand Prix, but Niki Lauda's first Austrian Grand Prix. He doesn't end up coming away with a victory, but he does score some points as Brambilla comes away with the victory, scoring 9, with Hunt second and Price fourth. The lead at the top of the title is now stretching to 17.5 points. And heading into the penultimate round of this 1975 season, we head to Italy and Clay Regazzoni for Ferrari comes away with a victory, with Fittipaldi in second and Lauda in fourth, a Ferrari 1-3 at Monza. But as we head into the final double points finale round, it is only Emerson Fittipaldi that can overhaul Niki Lauda, as he is within 18 points of him. Carlos Reutemann is just half a point outside of being able to overhaul Lauda. However, the only way for Emerson Fittipaldi to claim his third title is to win the race at the United States Grand Prix, and Lauda has to fail to score. Again, that didn't really make much sense. Lauda has to score no points, Fittipaldi must win, then Fittipaldi is the champion. Any other combination of that and Fittipaldi will not be the champion. And I've just realised I haven't ordered that very well, as it goes first, third, second, fourth, seventh. Ignore that. Just ignore that. I shouldn't have pointed that out. It's going to be fine. We head to USA, and Lauda unfortunately comes away with the victory, but that is his very first Formula 1 world title, scoring 18 points. Emerson Fittipaldi is in second though, scoring 12, and Jochen Mass in third, scoring 8. But it is Niki Lauda who claims his first Formula 1 world title for Ferrari on 73.5 points, 22.5 clear from Fittipaldi. And leaving the Austrians' first Formula 1 world title and heading to the classic season 1976, the showdown between Britain and Austria, Hunt versus Lauda. However, who will come out on top with the double points finale at the end? Let's head straight into it. Niki Lauda starts his title defence off well with a victory in Brazil from Depailler and Price. He then wins again in South Africa as well, and by round two, he already has a victory margin over Depailler as he fails to score, with Hunt finishing second in South Africa. USA West at Long Beach, Clay Regazzoni comes away with a victory, with Lauda in second and Depailler in third. But Lauda's lead is still stretching, now 14 points over Depailler in the Tyrrell. But it is Spain where James Hunt claims his first victory for McLaren here, but the lead is now 15 points as Hunt moves up to second, with Lauda finishing second as well in Spain, with Gunnar Nilsson in third place. Belgium, Niki Lauda comes away with another victory from Clay Regazzoni and Jacques Lafitte. Lauda's lead is now 24 points as Hunt fails to score. Lauda comes away with another victory in Monaco, his second at the Principality now. 33 points is his lead. 3 race victories by round number 6. In Sweden, Jody Scheckter comes away with a victory. What is Jody Scheckter driving? A Tyrrell from Depailler and Lauda in third. 29 points now is the lead to Lauda. France though, James Hunt comes away with his second victory of the season from Depailler and Watson in third. 26 points is now the difference to Lauda, as Lauda comes away with a victory in Great Britain after James Hunt technically won but was disqualified at the end. 31 points now the difference between Lauda and Scheckter, with Hunt all the way down in 4th place on 26 points. However, Germany, we head to the Nürburgring. Germany 1976 in August. Niki Lauda suffers his big crash, his almost fatal crash, which takes him out for a few races, and it is James Hunt that ends up winning in Germany from Scheckter and Mass. 25 points now, the difference to Lauda. As we head to Austria, the first race without Niki Lauda, the defending world title, John Watson comes away with the victory from Jacques Lafitte and Gunnar Nilsson in third, as Hunt picks up some points, closing the gap to Lauda, or the absent Lauda should I say, to 23 points. But the Netherlands is where that gap starts to really close down, as Hunt comes away with a victory from Regazzoni and Andretti. Just 14 points now, the gap to the Austrian. But it is Italy, just 2 races or 3 races after his crash. Niki Lauda is back and finishes a stellar P4, but it is Ronnie Peterson who comes away with a victory from Regazzoni and Lafitte, as Lauda stretches his lead to 17 points over James Hunt. However, as we head into the last 3 rounds of the 1976 season, Hunt comes away with a victory in Canada from Depailler and Andretti, closing the gap to Lauda to 8 points. And in USA East at Watkins Glen, Hunt comes away with another victory, 2 in a row from Scheckter and Lauda. As we head into the last race of the season, Hunt is just 3 points behind Niki Lauda, with Jody Scheckter out of title contention. Now, however, as most of you probably do know the story by now, I will just get straight into it. In Japan, Andretti comes away with the victory with Depailler in second, and Hunt does enough to overhaul Niki Lauda, finishing third. Even without the double points finale, Hunt would have done enough anyway to overhaul. Damn! How did I just forget Lauda's name? I was in perfect flow and I forgot his name. But unfortunately, it did not work in 1976 with my double points finale. Hunt still ended up winning the championship. So we head to 1977 and Lauda's redemption year, where he wins the season. How will he fare with the double points finale? It's Jody Scheckter in the Wolf that comes away with the victory in Argentina from Carlos Pace and Reutemann. Wait, are there 2 Carloses on the grid, or have I been saying the names wrong? Is it Carlos Pace and Carlos Reutemann? Or are they 2 separate people? Oh, now I'm really confused. Anyway, we head to round number 2 and Reutemann comes away with the victory from Hunt and Lauda. Reutemann leads the championship in the Ferrari from Scheckter and Fittipaldi. As we head to round 3 in South Africa, Lauda picks up his first victory of the season from Scheckter and Depailler, as Scheckter retakes the championship lead from Reutemann, as he is 2 points clear from both Reutemann and Lauda. USA West at Long Beach is won by Mario Andretti, the American. Or is he Italian? Now I'm really confused. I'm definitely confused. Lauda, after the USA West Grand Prix, is tied with Scheckter on 19 points at the top of the title. As we head to Spain, Mario Andretti comes away. Oh no, I haven't animated this one. No! Okay, well, I can quickly go through these. So Spain, Mario Andretti comes away with the victory. Monaco, it's Jody Scheckter from Lauda and Reutemann. Belgium, Gunnar Nilsson picks up his very first victory in Formula 1 with Lauda second and Peterson in third place. And Sweden, Jacques Lafitte comes away with a victory from Jochen Mass and Carlos Reutemann. So after Sweden, we have Jody Scheckter in the Wolf, still leading Lauda by just 1 point and 5 points from Carlos Reutemann. Unfortunately, didn't animate it, so there wasn't any suspense there, but that's the situation after Sweden. As we head to France, Mario Andretti picks up yet another victory. I think that's victory number 3 of the season from Watson and Hunt, as Lauda actually fails to no, Lauda did score. Oh, I'm so confused. It is redemption day, as Red Bull would put it, for James Hunt in Britain, as he comes away with a victory from Niki Lauda in second place and Gunnar Nilsson in third. Lauda now stretches his lead over Scheckter to 7 points, who shares 32 with Andretti. Germany is won by Lauda, this time at the Hockenheimring after his near-fatal crash just last year. Scheckter is second with Stuck in third. I do like that name. It's a little bit longer than that, but it wouldn't have fitted nicely on my little tables. Would have made it very long. So Stuck in third place after Germany. As we head to Austria, Alan Jones, the Australian, gets a victory with Niki Lauda, the home hero, in second place, and Stuck again getting on the podium in third place. As we have Niki Lauda on 54 points, Jody Scheckter on 38, Reutemann 34, Andretti 32, and Hunt all the way down in 5th on 22. Heading into the Netherlands now, Niki Lauda picks up another victory of the season from Lafitte and Scheckter. In Italy, Andretti comes away with his 4th victory of the season from Lauda in 2nd and Alan Jones in 3rd place. Lauda on 69 points, 27 clear from Scheckter in the Wolf now. And heading to the United States East Grand Prix at Watkins Glen, James Hunt comes away with the victory in the McLaren from Mario Andretti and Jody Scheckter as well. And heading into Canada, it is Jody Scheckter claiming a victory from Depailler and Jochen Mass in 3rd. Lauda actually fails to score points, meaning Scheckter is in with a shot and one shot only at claiming his very first Formula 1 world title, and he could stop Lauda claiming his second. However, Scheckter must win, with Lauda again scoring no points, much like it was in 1975. So we head to Japan, the final race of the season, and James Hunt comes away with the victory from Reutemann and Depailler. Scheckter has not done enough, as both him and Lauda actually failed to score any points at the Japanese Grand Prix, so Niki Lauda is still a double Formula 1 world champion. So it did not work in 1977. Niki Lauda is still a 2-time Formula 1 world champion. So we head to 1978 now, Mario Andretti's first Formula 1 world title, and I still cannot remember if he is Italian or American. I still think he's American, but it has confused me a lot now. So Argentina starts out well for Andretti in the Lotus as he beats Lauda and Depailler in the race. Round number 2 at Brazil goes to Carlos Reutemann from Fittipaldi and Lauda in 3rd, with Andretti picking up 3 points, just leading Lauda now by 2. South Africa is won by Ronnie Peterson from Depailler and Watson, with Andretti failing to score, but Peterson overtakes Lauda. USA West at Long Beach is won by Carlos Reutemann, with Andretti in 2nd place and Depailler in 3rd. Andretti is now sharing 18 points with Carlos Reutemann as Peterson falls to 3rd place. And heading to Monaco for round number 5, Depailler picks up his first victory from Lauda and Scheckter as Depailler takes the lead from Andretti, 5 points clear from the Lotus man. However, it is Mario Andretti who comes away with a victory in Belgium, and as well a victory in Spain too from Ronnie Peterson and Jacques Lafitte. So by Spain, Andretti is leading by 10 points from Peterson, and heading into Sweden, Niki Lauda comes away with a victory, his first of the 1978 season, from Patrese and Peterson. Andretti comes away with a victory in France though, from Peterson and Hunt, with his lead now coming up to 9 points. Just one victory is in it between Andretti and Peterson. Great Britain this time round is won by Carlos Reutemann, then Lauda and Watson, as Andretti and Peterson both fail to score. However, Germany, Andretti comes away with a victory from Scheckter and Lafitte, stretching his lead to 18 points. But in Austria, Peterson fights back and comes away with a victory of his own from Depailler, and Gilles Villeneuve gets on the podium in P3 as well. But Andretti's lead is just 9 points now as we head into the final 4 races of the season. And it is looking good for Andretti as he comes away with a victory from Peterson in the Netherlands, with Lauda in 3rd place. Italy though is won by Lauda, this time in a Brabham, not driving for Ferrari, from Watson and Reutemann, as Andretti's lead from Peterson is 13 points. And heading to the penultimate round, the round before Canada, we go to USA East at Watkins Glen, with Carlos Reutemann coming away with the victory from Alan Jones and Jody Scheckter. And once again we are in a situation where only the 2nd place man can overhaul the top place man. Peterson must win the victory with Andretti lower than, I think he can score some points, but I haven't actually written it down. So off the top of my head, he can finish 5th and still win the championship, even if Ronnie Peterson wins. However, in the final Canadian Grand Prix of the 1978 season, Gilles Villeneuve comes away with the victory from Jody Scheckter and Carlos Reutemann, and neither Andretti or Peterson actually score any points in the last round of the season, but that means Andretti is the 1978 Formula 1 World Champion, even with my double points finale. Oh, here we go, the last season of this video. Throat's going a little bit, but we've got one more season to go. 1979, Jody Scheckter's debut Formula 1 World Champion, the first and so far only South African Formula 1 World Champion. Let's get into the 1979 season. Jacques Laffite in the Ligier comes away with a victory in Argentina from Reutemann and Watson, and it is 2 wins on the trot for Laffite as well, as he comes away with a victory in Brazil. But Gilles Villeneuve in the Ferrari picks up some points in South Africa with a victory from Scheckter and Jarier. However, Laffite's lead over Reutemann is 6 points and 7 points from Villeneuve. Just like Laffite before him, Villeneuve now wins 2 races in a row, winning in the USA West from Scheckter and Jones, as Villeneuve now takes the lead in the championship over Laffite and Scheckter. Spain this time is won by Depailler, as Carlos Reutemann is in second with Andretti in third place. Not a great start at all to his title defence. Villeneuve and Depailler are both on 20 points, as Jody Scheckter comes away with a victory in Belgium, his first of the season, from Laffite and Pironi as well, and it is Jody Scheckter who takes the lead in the championship, 3 different championship leaders in just the first 6 races. But Jody Scheckter comes away with his second victory of the season in Monaco, 2 in a row for Laffite, 2 in a row for Villeneuve, and then 2 in a row for Scheckter. But it is Jabouille, Jean-Pierre Jabouille for Renault, who comes away with a victory in France, the French Grand Prix in a Renault for a French driver, with Villeneuve in second place and René Arnoux in third as well, a 1-3 for Renault at the home Grand Prix. Great Britain this year round is won by Clay Regazzoni from René Arnoux and Jarier, as Jody Scheckter's lead stretches to 10 points from his teammate Villeneuve. However, it is Williams, the team as we know it today, however, a little bit better than we know it today, that goes on a bit of a winning streak with Alan Jones, as he wins in Germany, he also wins again in Austria, and he wins in the Netherlands. 3 victories in a row for the Australian and the British team. As by the Netherlands, Jody Scheckter is leading by 12 points from Laffite, with Alan Jones in third and Gilles Villeneuve in fourth place, 16 points behind his teammate. In Italy though, it is a 1-2 for Ferrari on home soil, as Jody Scheckter comes away with a victory from Gilles Villeneuve and Regazzoni in third place, as Villeneuve is now just within 19 points of Jody Scheckter heading into the last 2 rounds. In Canada though, Alan Jones comes away with a victory from home hero Gilles Villeneuve and Regazzoni in third, with Villeneuve now 16 points behind Scheckter. And once again, we are in a situation where the second place man can overhaul first place man, but also Alan Jones is in with a shot of winning the title too, as he is within 18 points. However, all Scheckter has to do is just score. That's all he has to do, finish in the top 6 in the USA for the last race at Watkins Glen, and then it is all over. He is still the Formula 1 World Champion. However, for Villeneuve or Jones to win, they must win the race, with Scheckter not scoring any points. And as we head into the United States East Grand Prix at Watkins Glen, it is Gilles Villeneuve who comes away with a victory, and Jody Scheckter actually fails to score. So Villeneuve, with the double points finale, is the 1979 Formula 1 World Champion. And oh my god, I was so happy when I actually worked that out. It has finally properly worked for the first time, and it has worked 2 times now in 30 seasons of Formula 1. I do hope there are some more. It hasn't been as prominent or as strong as an idea as I first thought it would have been, but hey, it's finally worked, and that was a hell of a lot of fun. But that is all I've got for you today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed that video. Sorry that it was a little bit longer than expected, but I will catch you in the next one with whatever and whenever I decide to make it. I'll see you guys then.